Hey guys, welcome back to Master in Post-Production Sound. My name is Joel D. Catalan. I'm a re-recording mixer and industry coach, and today we're going to be talking about playback. I am toward the end of a mix right now, and today was our playback day. That means we're sitting down, we're going to be watching the film, not in reels, but in continuous fashion. We put the joints together, and we're watching one long play movie. And if you're not, really experienced in that sense, in the sense of my guys are messing around with me over here. I love it. I'm trying to record a video over here and they're messing with me in the booth. But if you're not really used to doing reels, then what we do is we mix the films in reels basically, and then we put them together. And so now it's time to watch it and play back. Well, that happened today, and let me tell you, it was exciting. It was awesome. Studio came in. They sit down, they watch it, they take down notes, and the thing that we always love hearing is, we got no notes, it sounds awesome, right? And when that happens, it's just an elated feeling. But let me tell you, I've been there where some playbacks were like, ooh, oh my gosh. But one person who knows a lot about playbacks is my current mixing partner and friend, longtime colleague, Jeffrey J. Haboush. We have Jeff back on the channel again this week to talk about playback. So Jeff, take it away. Let's hear a little bit about some of your emotions going through playbacks.
Playbacks are fun and exciting, and you've done a lot of them. Tell me a little bit about your experiences.
So when we spend, a month, 2 months, 3 weeks, whatever, mixing a film, we are going through the whole movie ourselves, frame by frame, sound by sound. We have individual playbacks of reels for the specific filmmakers, the directors, editors, picture editors, and some producers. And then this all basically leads to the final playback of the film. The final playback of the film is where they invite the heads of the studio, anybody marketing, a lot of producers, people that have not seen it, maybe seen it once. Also, they are post-production supervisors, heads of post-production for multiple studios. There's a lot of heavy hitters. When you invite the head of the studio to a screening, it's pretty intense.
Right.
I used to work at Sony, and I live in the Valley, so it's a good hour drive. The morning of a preview, you always have this fear, my alarm's not going to go off. I'm going to be late. So got to get there early. And the other thing is you always want to make sure you've listened to the room, you've heard. You know what everybody's going to hear. You do not want to walk in cold. Very quick story of one. Let me back up one. Sorry.
Yeah.
When you have this playback with all the people that you know are coming, there is definitely a certain nervousness, and you really get butterflies because you do not want anything to go wrong. You do not want the film to stop or the picture to stop or a technical glitch. That's something that's part of our industry, technical problems. But that's the time you go, there's nothing can happen today. This has got to just roll from top to bottom, seamless, can't be a problem. One was head of the studio at Sony, a couple movies. It's a Penny Marshall movie, Riding Cars with Boys.
Oh, yeah.
So many people were coming. Oh my God, it was such a big playback. And we were supposed to start rolling, and there was a problem in the room. They couldn't get audio. And then people are starting to kind of check in. They're loading into the room, and I'm just like dying a little bit going, but I have to say, hey, there's a little problem. So long story short, people had to wait a few minutes. Picture editor was a super person. I've known him for years. He's passed away, but anyway, he was not happy. He's notorious for yelling at people. But anyway, we finally got in there and we rolled. It was okay. Another example was, it was a Clint Eastwood movie that I did, Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil. It was great working with Clint. He was an amazing guy. Engineering said everything was set up. We started rolling. The movie was raging. It was really loud. And Clint, who's the super nicest guy in the world, greatest guy, goes, hey, Jeff, it's really loud. And the way that screening was set up, this is again before Pro Tools and all that stuff, there was a pre-dub strip that all the audio was going through. So I had to actually reach back and turn down the volume of the room. nothing accurate. I was just going by ear. Okay,
ear,
that sounds
yeah.
better. And we ended up getting through the playback. So I always want to know that the playback is going to go smooth. And because you want to be very proud of the work that you've done, and you want everybody to like what they've heard, and you don't want to have a problem. Going to end it with this last story. Playing back a movie, it's great, everything's going good. About 2/3 of the way through, rolling with the full room, boom, silence, stop, picture. I'm like, and you just, the lights are off, your console's off. I'm starting to go, sorry, everybody, we're having a little technical difficulty. Took the mix tech about 5 minutes, 7 minutes to get back on the air. But what's happened is you've lost the flow. You've taken everybody out. They still finished the playback. They still were nice. But I was sad. I was going, damn it, that was a bad playback. But I've been very fortunate. All my playbacks have been spot on lately.
They've been great.
They've been pop to pop. The film that Joel and I just finished mixing, we had a playback on it. Seamless. Everybody happy. A little applause at the end. And that's what you strive for.
I love it. Thanks, Jeff. I think that's the funnest part about it. It's like on playback days, you get to just watch your work, really, and everybody kind of gets to chime in. And the best is when you have, I got no notes. It sounded great.
Yeah.
Those are the best.
Yeah. No, you're watching the movie from top to bottom for the first time, or you're not watching it in segments. So you get a feel for the entire movie. You see how it moves. You see how your levels are. Sometimes in the early days we'd be mixing, and reel one would be a little bit not as rocking as some of the later reels, and you end up going back. But when you put it all together, you can really get a flow for what you're listening to.
That's great. All right, Jeff, you're the best. Thank you. You've done a lot of playbacks. Appreciate you. And another one down, right?
There we go.
Another one down.
Well, that's all the time we have for this week's episode of Mastering Post-Production Sound. Special shout out and thank you to Jeffrey J. Haboush, 4-time Oscar-nominated re-recording mixer, for joining me again. He's a great friend to the Mastering Post-Production Sound channel. If you're new here, friend, please consider subscribing, I can't speak today, to the channel. I think like 60% of the people who are watching these videos are not subscribed, so please consider subscribing and clicking that thumbs up video. We're trying to get this kind of content out there, all the stuff that we don't really talk about in post-production sound. We're putting it out here. So friend, I will catch you over here in this video or in next week's episode.